Today I'm going to be going over the ways to farm and also the best ways to spend the purple gems that you get in Fortress Merge. So I'm referring to these purple gems at the top of my screen. I currently have 488 of them. So these gems can be earned a couple of ways. The primary way is just by playing through stages, these levels here. Whether you win or lose a level, you can collect some gems and then watch an ad to double them. A couple of other ways you can get these gems are if you go through and you'll see these little floating chests just on this main home screen. You can watch ads to get gems from those chests. Or if you go over all the way to the shop tab on the bottom left of your screen, you're also going to see there's a section of the shop that you can watch ads up to 4 stages to get an increasing amount of gems each time. Those are also just really helpful as far as collecting gems. I'd recommend doing this especially early on in the game because it can really help just as far as getting your hero and your gear upgraded. If you have the village upgraded, it also can provide a really just good helpful chunk of gems every day just because it produces gems on its own, and then you can watch an ad to even get more gems. So on to the best use of these gems. The number one use of gems is just to upgrade your hero's level and gear. So going over to the shop, so we can go use these gems as well as blueprints to upgrade our hero as well as the different gear pieces. So unlike other upgrades, there isn't any way to use gold for this. It has to be gems. So upgrading your hero and gear is super important just because your hero is something you're guaranteed to have each wave after wave 2, and then later in the game it just really is powerful, especially against bosses. The next best thing to spend gems on is still related to heroes and equipment. It's actually back over in the shop here. If we scroll down, it's actually going to be the legendary chest for 300 gems. And so what you get from this legendary chest, you're going to be able to get blueprints, some gear pieces, a little gold, and then some ad skip tickets. The biggest thing we're really looking for here is the blueprint material because it's going to help us just continue to upgrade our hero even further as well as the gear. This is the bottleneck. Most of the time you really end up fine on gems just because you're able to get those fairly easy, but you can see I'm just bottlenecked on a lot of this different materials. I could upgrade everything really quickly, but you can see I'm just hitting that material blueprint bottleneck. So that's why the legendary chest within a shop is really nice, as well as the village, just so you can keep on getting those blueprint materials and then continue to upgrade your hero and gear. So those are the two important things to spend your gems on in that order. Going on to a couple of other ways you can technically spend your gems, but I really wouldn't advise it. The first is by exchanging them or using them in place of gold. So if we go down to the shop at the very bottom, you can exchange your gems just for gold. This is just if you run out of gold when you're trying to either upgrade your units or your skill tree. The other thing related to that is if you go and just spend all your gold upgrading units, I can go and do that real quick. When you run out of gold, it's going to give you the option to just spend gems instead. So rather than just purchasing the gold through the shop, you can just exchange it and convert your gems to gold right here in order to further just upgrade these different units or your skill trees. I just really wouldn't advise either of these methods because while that extra gold is nice temporarily, due to how these costs just continue to scale as the just unit upgrade prices get more expensive with higher levels, and as well as your skill tree, you're going to end up in that same situation, being short on gold down the road, especially if you just don't replay stages much. So you're going to be short and not be able to max stuff out anyways. So exchanging your gems for gold really just isn't that beneficial. The other way to spend gems is within a level. So if we go into a level here, and this is really only applicable after stage 1 or this first wave, just because before the first wave there's really nothing you can do as far as clearing obstacles, but once we go and just clear this first wave, we're gonna, after wave 1, you have the option to use your gold tokens to just clear obstacles so you can try and fit more stuff on the map. The alternative is if you do happen to run out of your gold tokens, I'm right here as I will in a second, so I'll go and clear a couple of these obstacles, but I'm out of gold tokens. You also do have the option to just use gems as well. It doesn't cost much, but once again, I really wouldn't advise it because this is a temporary thing, and while it might help you clear a level once, you just be better off saving the gems and focusing on a longer term investment like upgrading your hero and gear. But that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.